G'day legends, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a Q&A. We haven't done one of these for a long bloody time, so we thought we would. We get asked a lot of questions repetitively, and it seems to be the same questions, and they are quite hard hitting. It's sort of
straight to the point.
Yeah, it's straight to the point, down the line, and to be frank, that's how we like it. So we're going to keep it short with you guys today. We're going to try and hit every question. We're going to talk fighting on the road, living in close quarters with your loved one, running a business with your loved one. We're going to talk how much money we spend per week on groceries, budgets, how much money we make on YouTube, our New Zealand topic as well, because that's coming up too. We're actually leaving tomorrow, so don't mind everything behind us here. We're getting on a flight. That's all our luggage there. We've packed it all. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get straight to the point. I'm Keelan, and this is Sarah. We have been fishing, surfing, full driving our way around Australia for the past year now. Meet Percy and Keith Urban, our trusty steeds. Subscribe to join our adventure.
Alright, so the first one, how do you go living together 24/7 and do you argue? You can do this one.
No, you do it. Sarah can do it. I'll get in trouble otherwise.
We're actually pretty good. Obviously, like, you do bicker a lot. You're with each other 24/7. You drive together, you live together, you work together, you do all your activities together. So we're lying if we say we don't bicker, because we definitely bicker. But we'll probably only have like a big blue once every blue moon, and it'll be over something stupid. So
yeah, and normally it just lasts like an hour and then we get over ourselves because one of us is being stupid, or either I'm hungry or Sarah's hungry, and that's
usually
like
food fixes the issue.
Yeah, we get really bad hangry syndrome, so if we haven't eaten all day we get grouchy. So that's a fun fact.
But actually, our recommendation would be, if you are doing something like this with your partner, living together 24/7, have your own alone time. Keelan goes surfing, I like to go read my book or whatever, so yeah. 100%.
And going back to the hangry thing, always keep some sort of snacks in the car, because a lot of the time when you're sitting there and you're driving, that's when the bickering happens. So if you got a few gummy worms, a few sour patch lollies there, that they always go down a treat.
Just feed each other.
Yeah.
Alright, question 2, what is your weekly budget?
Alright, you do it.
Alright,
I'm probably not the best to talk about this.
We've just broken it down. Our fuel cost every week is about $100. Now, keeping in mind, we travel very slow. Not as slow as some people, but we're typically not really traveling that far each week. If we were, say, going from one state to the other, obviously that's going to be a lot higher, but on average, it's about $100 a week in the old Prado. Food, we spend about $80 a week. Accommodation, and this is our most inconsistent cost, because when we're in WA and SA, we just try and free camp all the time. So we're only spending like $50 to $100 a week on accommodation.
If that, sometimes less than that.
But now that we're in Victoria, there's not much free camping, and we like to stay by the coast, so that's where
all the expensive spots are. So at the moment, we've been, paying $35, $40 a night most of the places. And look, it is still cheaper than rent, what you'd be paying renting a house, but it does add up, especially when you're used to free camping. So I think last Q&A we actually had this question about budget, and that was about 6 months ago. So we did say $400 a week, excluding alcohol, insurances and phone bills. However, I think now, due to being in a different state and given the current climate of fuel prices...
Have you read what I've written?
No? Is that what you've written down? Great minds. Anyway, so pretty much I reckon our budget's gone up to around $500 a week, I'd say, if not a fraction more, and that is only because of the fuel prices at the moment, and that we're in Victoria and there's less free camping. So
the next cost is experiences, and we don't normally do many experiences. We probably only spend like $100 a month, if that, on experiences. So let's say $25 a week. Then we've got takeaway and coffees, a little bit of KFC. We did $20 a week on that. So that's a total of $425 a week. That's
if we don't do much travelling, and like we said, depends on what campsites. But I'd say right now it'd be closer to 500. Anyway, we'll bicker about this later.
So that is excluding, like Keelan said, phone bills, car insurances and car rego, and we would 100% recommend doing car rego and insurances yearly, because it is cheaper, and then you don't have these expenses coming out every month. You
save about $10 a month, I reckon.
It's not $10 a month.
If you pay it for a year, you do save a lot of money. Trust me, I know.
Alright, next question. We get this question a lot and we think it's ludicrous, but Did you get your caravan for free?
Alright, we'll break it down for you. So, to give you guys a rough idea of what we do, we are very casual. This is, we're amateurs essentially of what we do. We don't have a massive following. We're not anyone special either. We're just average Joe Blows. So you think a caravan company is just going to give us a free van? Like, obviously people's minds wander and they think that we do, but of course we don't. We paid for this van, and yeah, it was with our own money, not mum and dad.
Money.
Yeah, not mum and dad's money either. We worked our ass off to be able to afford something like this. This is our second van. Sarah's 27, I'm 26, so we've been around long enough to save a bit of coin for ourselves, and this is the product of that. So,
and if you think about it, there's so many people that are like, well, how can you afford your setup? How is it different to any other 26 and 27-year-old going and buying a house? Like, people aren't questioning them and saying, how can you afford to buy a house? Like, we've just put our money into something different.
And
so
I've been in the workforce for 10 years now. If I made an average of 50 grand per year, if I averaged out all my wages over each year, technically I should have saved myself $500,000. So
do you have 500?
No. So we are good savers, but we have had a lot of time to actually save that money. So yeah, anyway.
So basically, to sum it up, no, we did not get a free van. Yes, we paid for our van with our own money. And no, we do not get paid by Urban Caravan. So we are not on their payroll.
And we're not employees either, so I don't think that we are. And the reason we did pay for our van and we like to keep it that way is because that means we reserve the right to say whatever we want about this product. And that goes for every product. We'll never ever promote shit to you guys. We never get put in the situation where we have to say nice things. We always disclose, if this product's crap, we're going to tell everyone it's crap. It's as plain and simple as that. So that's the reason why we like to keep it that way.
And if this van was crap, we wouldn't live in it full time.
That's right.
Just like the old van. How do you make money? Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, so Sarah's written like a whole paragraph novel on this, but I'd say the main sort of reason, avenue of revenue we get is through affiliate marketing. So you guys would have seen at the start of this video, we had a iTech World 5% off discount code at the very start. So iTech World, they're our longest running partnership pretty much for affiliate marketing. That's why they're at the start of our videos. They've been with us since the start. And the way it works is that we can offer you a discount. If you're looking at buying that product anyway, you save money. iTech World gets your business, and then we get a small percentage of that as commission. So kickbacks are illegal. I was about to say kickbacks, but commission. So pretty well, everyone wins, especially if you're promoting good products. And like I just touched on before, we reserve the right to say whatever we want about products, and we only ever promote good products. So we vet them before we actually, advertise them. That means that every product we show you guys, we've tested ourselves, and we're happy to promote it, and comfortable to promote it to you guys. So
see Keelan doing an install video, it's simply an install video, it's not a review.
No.
If you see Keelan doing a review video or me doing a review randomly, it's because we've actually used that product daily for a certain amount of time, normally a few months, and then we're happy to give a review. So we're not just going to get a bloody
UHF and then say go buy this UHF. The way we do it is we do an install video, show you guys how to install it, which will hopefully help people, and then we'll advertise that discount code to you guys once we're comfortable and happy that that product is actually worthwhile. Sorry about the whippersnipper too, there's a bloody lawnmower in the background.
Okay.
So that's affiliate marketing was the first one.
Next one is YouTube revenue.
Yep, so that's pretty much what we're doing right now, and you guys watch ads, and that sort of ad, so if you watch an ad, skippable ad even, we probably get paid 0.01 cents per view, and then over a certain amount of views, that sort of adds up, and then as you grow on YouTube, so does your revenue, because obviously you're getting more views, and that's the way it sort of works. It just snowballs a bit. Yeah.
And then the third one is sponsored posts on Instagram. So basically that means a company will pay us money to advertise their product or food or anything on our page. So
e.g. Coles Express actually just paid us for a sausage roll ad. So that was my...
Keelan's dream come true.
Just got to stop in quickly at Coles Express and grab some smoker. So a year ago, I was sitting in my 9-to-5 job as an electrician. I did not think of myself in a year's time I'd be working for Coles Express, eating sausage rolls and getting paid for it. It's insane.
How much money do you make on YouTube?
Alright, so this one is a bit wishy-washy, but we're going to cut straight to the point, cut the fat. So we make roughly $2,000 to $3,000 per month on YouTube.
And that's releasing how many videos?
That's 2 videos per week. So roughly it takes me a day to, if we're being lenient and general, it sort of takes me a day to film a midweek episode and a day to edit, and then a weekend clip, sort of anywhere between 2 to 4 days to film, and then again a full day to edit. So it is a full-time job. Some weeks I'm putting in 50-60 hours filming and editing. So if you divide that by 2 people, because it takes both of us as well, by the actual amount per month, it actually isn't that much. But we are very lucky. We do have a very strong supportive network, you guys that are watching, and we can't thank you enough for that. And we definitely don't do it for the money. So this is all just a passion.
Keeping us on the road. And like, honestly, we think like sometimes when we're editing and just doing work all the time, we're like, oh, is this really worth it? And then we think, well, could be doing sparky work and being the teacher.
We get to pick our own hours. I'm not saying it's for everyone, because you've really got to commit hard to it. You don't just sort of get success overnight. It's like people that say, oh, I want to make a YouTube account to make money. They're just insane, because at the end of the day, if you're dividing the amount of money you earn per hour that you work, it's actually worse off. But if you're happier doing that, go for it.
That's the thing, you have to be passionate.
And that's why we say to people, don't start it for the wrong reasons. And we always say, definitely do it if you're thinking about doing it. We never discourage people to wanting to have a crack at this. So I know a lot of bigger YouTubers do say don't bother starting a YouTube or whatever, but we're in the opposite boat. We'll always
if you want to do it, who cares?
And we're always pumping people up, not pulling them down. So we'll never like blow your candle out to make ours look brighter. So anyway.
Last question, how are you getting your caravan to New Zealand? Which we have been asked so many times.
So there's a bit of a kicker on this one, and we're not going to tell you until next episode, which is next week and Tuesday.
Rude, isn't it?
No, it's not, because we've made a full video on this. So essentially we're going to, like I said at the start, we're going to New Zealand tomorrow. We're going for 5 weeks, which is super exciting. We can't wait. We're going to explore the South Island of New Zealand. We're actually going over for the Christchurch show, and that's on the
21st and 22nd,
I think, of this month of May. We're pretty sure anyway. So we'll be over there for 5 weeks exploring arguably one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and then we'll be returning to Australia and then heading up north and doing Cape York this year, which is really exciting as well.
Jam-packed here.
But we can't wait to do New Zealand, and like I said, we have made a video on that, so we're going to release that next week, and that's going to outline all the trip's details, logistics, cost, you name it. And if you did have any questions about that, feel free to drop them in this video's comments below, and we'll do our best to actually answer them next week's video. So stay tuned for that, guys, and make sure you subscribe too, so you don't miss our massive trip. This is going to be once in a lifetime for us.
It's our first international trip together.
It's going to be insane.
We can live together in a caravan, but can we go on the international trip together?
I don't know about that. But saying that, we were bummed out today. We did our cash transfer, so from Australia to New Zealand, and it's like, I remember looking at the exchange rate like a year ago, and it was like we were getting $1.30 to New Zealand, you know what I mean? And now it's pretty much on par, which bummed us out, because we thought we were going to be rich over there.
When I went, it was less. The Australian dollar was less. Wait, no, the Australian dollar was more. So when I transferred it across, I got less money. Anyway, I just made myself look stupid.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a short, punchy Q&A, but hopefully this answers a lot of your questions and doubts and all that sort of stuff. And like I said, if you do have any more questions, drop them in below. We'll do the best to answer them next week, or we'll just answer them straight out in the comments. So yeah, thanks heaps, guys. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.